I'm here talking about the people that they really feel it within themselves, right? They've done the homework, they've been doing it for many years, and they know they should be in a certain position, the same place, but for some reason, they're just stuck on the same place. Like this even times, there is a ceiling above your head, but you cannot see it. So to help you see where I'm coming from, I will show you something now, and then we're gonna come back to this, okay? So, guys, most of you guys know that we pretty much are looking at what we call visible light, right? As you guys can see the spectrum right there, and there's plenty of different lights. Actually, one of the most interesting lights that we've seen recently, not recently, it's always been here, but you probably don't know this, is your iPhone. Your iPhone right now, it has the infrared light going off, on and on and off, on and on and on and on, right? Because it's there. You just cannot see it, but that light is there. And the reason why I'm bringing this is for you to understand that this whole thing that we see, I want you to understand that it makes less than 1%. To be precise, it's about 0.0037% of the total electromagnetic spectrum. Guys, we don't see the X-rays, we don't see the gamma rays, we barely see, you know, the infrared, for example, the microwave, the radio waves. We know of them, of course, we use them, of course, those frequencies, they do exist, but from our eye, from what we see, guys, it's only this visible light, the things that we can see here, that's like visible to the eyes, okay? And why is that important? Because of this point that Jesus made, okay? This is very interesting. If you look at the books of Romans and chapter 12, verse 2, Jesus comes and mentions, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you'll be able to test and approve what God wills is his good place, pleasing and perfect will. There's a lot to take in right now, and I know you guys probably wondering where this video is gonna go. Just bear with me, okay? If you understand the existence, the difference of the three planes that exist, the plane of existence as the spiritual, mental, and the physical, and most people call it, you know, the body, mind, and spirit. There are different terminology to it, but a lot of people talk about making sure that we are in sync with the body, the mind, and the spirit. I won't go too deep into this, but it's mainly like one of those things that, you know, here and talking about the renewing of mind, because everything stems from the mind, everything starts in the mind. So it is really important that you understand that what you see in the world is less than 1% of what actually is going on in the entire world. I really hope this is making sense. Again, before we go any further, please take a note, take your notebooks, please, get your pen, and actually just get a cup of tea, a glass of water, coffee, whatever may help you. But really, truly try to detach from the idea of, I know where this is going. Oh, I know what this video is gonna go, like, it's gonna be all about. Really, truly, you do your best to just let it be. Last thing I'll mention is that a lot of the information that I'm about to share here, you can actually find on any theological book, such as the Bible, Torah, Quran. There's a lot of stuff, like all this ancient knowledge already exists. You just have to dig slightly deeper. And some books that has really helped me with this is The Best Loser Wins. Again, it's all a mental game, by the way. It's nothing about physical game. Parallel Universe of Self, very good book if you're looking for new things to read. Here's something to try. And probably my favorite book, and I keep on going back to this book, Outsmarting Reality by Neuro Knowledge. Shout out to Nero, man. The guy really has changed my perception and so many things in life. And so I'm forever grateful for the knowledge and everything that I keep on learning every day, and the wisdom that God has given me. So let's start here, okay? So basically what you need to understand, guys, in a nutshell, that is your self-worth. Your self-worth is your actual ceiling. And by ceiling, we're talking about things like, you know, you can do a lot more, for example, but you keep playing a small game, or you keep yourself at that level because you believe that you can go beyond that. And I'm gonna go deep into that in a second, right? So you work really hard like everyone else out here, and sometimes you know you're working harder. You work so much harder than your colleagues, but for some reason, they're still ahead of you. Now, I want to start by making some clear points because a lot of people will come here and be like, all right, yes, I'm a black man, black woman, you know, I work really hard, and my white colleagues and all that jazz, they always get ahead of me. Look, so long you keep on playing this game, you will be stuck. You really need to detach from these ideas that you are of this color, therefore you can't achieve it. Like, this is just, it doesn't help you, but it just keeps you on that level. I need to make that clear because a lot of people probably thinking like, yeah, man, this guy says this, but man, I just told you, the visible thing that we see here, it is just zero. It's less than 1%, which means there's a lot more important things you need to really focus on rather than all these little comments that people make and playing the victim cards and trying to blame other people. Bro, we need to move faster. It's the only way. And if you're one of those people, kindly drop off this video and go figure out something else to do, honestly. And we're not here to waste time. But anyways, so I'm here talking about the people that they really feel it within themselves, right? They've done the homework, they've been doing it for many years, and they know they should be in a certain position, the same place, but for some reason, they're just stuck on the same place. Like, this is what I'm trying to say, right? People know it, and when I say you know it, I mean like you feel it in you. It's not something that like someone is feeding you. Oh yeah, you done this. No, you know you've been putting in the work. You've been doing what needs to be done, like proper reading the book, the courses, putting in the hours, making plans, and you somehow you look in your life and you're still like at the same position. Like, it's okay, I know, and I'm here to help you understand that it goes beyond what you think it is that you know. Okay, bear with me, please, and please take some notes. Do not just watch this. It's gonna be a long video. You really need to make notes on this. Okay, right. So it doesn't matter how fast you run if you're running towards the wall. And the reason why this is a beautiful, beautiful quote, and I love to use that. I didn't make this up, by the way, before people start attacking me. This is like, you don't make stuff in this world. Everything that you knew, that you need, or that you know already, it's already there. I'm just here bringing this to you, okay? And this knowledge is important because a lot of people, really, truly, the problem is not the speed, meaning it's the speed or the direction. They've been doing everything right. They're really, really doing everything right. A lot of the stuff, the ceiling, like I said, is really your self-worth, to put in a nutshell, really. It's your self-worth. It's this ceiling that's stopping you. So you keep on running in the right direction with the right speed, but you keep on hitting the ceiling. Hence why it doesn't matter if you're the fastest run. Like, if you're the fastest runner out here, it doesn't matter if you keep on running towards a wall. It won't make a difference. Actually, this wall in this context is a mental block. It's just in case you haven't caught that yet. We're talking about not the physical aspect of things, but more the mental. The three levels of existence that we talked about, body, mind, and spirit, okay? Or the spiritual plane, the mental plane, and the physical plane. These are a really interesting aspect of life because everything stems from the mind and the spirit before it becomes physical, before we see it in this amazing world, right? But that only makes a small portion of what we can see. So it doesn't matter how fast of a runner you are if you keep on running towards a wall. You probably are the fastest runner, but you just run towards the wall, so it doesn't matter. No one can see it. And that wall is that mental block you keep on hitting and hitting and hitting. So really the problem isn't the speed or direction, more like it is the wall that you keep on hitting. Your self-worth, just in case. Are we together so far? Please let me know down in the comment section what you think of this so far. Okay, so if the problem is not effort, of course I already told you what the problem is. Of course it's you and your self-worth. It is, you know what, let me just drink this water. So the thing about self-worth, right, And it happens to us in so many layers and many levels. Okay? And a lot of those stuff, a lot of things that I've noticed with me were actually programmed from the young age, the little Bruno, where you start seeing the good and the bad, and then you start creating all these program in your head. Your subconscious mind start adapting, okay, certain behaviors that you need to adapt to in order for you to become same, in order for you to be loved by the way by your parents. You have to be a good boy, you have to behave this way. Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of little stuff like this that really truly is the key for all of us, you and I, to really truly look back in our lives. Our subconscious mind, as I was saying, it forms in many different ways, and one of them is through emotionally intense experiences. Excuse me. And that one is a very easy one to remember, because anytime we face a massive friction in life, we go through an emotionally intense experience, what that does to us, it really register at a subconscious level to the point whereby same behavior that we tend to do is based upon what has happened many years ago. Okay? And obviously, I'll put the definition of money, success, love, because this is go through an emotional intense experience and observation or experience, both of them. When I say observation, what I mean is you can grow up in a household, for example, where your parents were abusive, not necessarily to you, but your father may have been abused to your mom, or vice versa, your mom may abuse you to your father. You observed it, you probably didn't experience that. And just that observation, and from the young age, plays such a huge part in your adult life. And that is just one example. And you can extrapolate the same idea to many other things that we do have in life, whether it's a workspace, whether it's anything that we do with family and friends. It's little things that tends to happen. It's either something you experience or you've observed someone else in your life, your loved one, experiencing. And that truly forms a lot of pattern on our subconscious mind, hence why a lot of people really truly, even though they're 1A, their behaviors just don't match, because their subconscious mind still running another program, if that makes sense. I'm happy to clarify more questions if you got long, so please make notes. Okay, I will use myself as an example, because consciously I've always said, I want money, because obviously when we think about wanting money, at the conscious level, it makes sense. Yeah, freedom, security, opportunities, right? But because I grew up in a household where money was nothing but stress, all right? That's really apathy, guilt, scarcity, something that was embedded in me. But to clarify what I'm trying to say is, and I use my example as my personal life, because it wasn't intentional. I feel like it just happens. So money, at least in my family, in my household, what happened is, when we're talking about money, even though we know money is freedom, scarcity, and freedom, security, and opportunity, which is great, we all want that at the conscious level. At the subconscious level, because I've seen my parents, for example, and many family members having beef, fight, arguments because of money. Again, that was something that I experienced, and I've also observed that sort of things. So I didn't know this, but at the subconscious level, every time there's money, or every time there was a fight at home or argument or anything like that, it involved money. It's either like that auntie took the money, or you're working, Bruno, you don't give us money. It wasn't necessarily like money is great, it's freedom, security. It was more like, oh, you're making money. And every time I was making money, I was just getting more stressed. Literally, I felt guilty, and I still had the same kind of mindset, because money kind of, at the subconscious level, equated to stress, responsibility, guilt, apathy, scarcity. And that was all because of the little things that happened at home. When I was a young boy, mom and dad arguing, oh, we don't have money. I'm just like, yeah, I'm hungry. They're like, oh, money is this. I'm like, I'm hearing money, and I'm thinking, wow, money seems like a very stressful thing in this household. And that's literally it. Simple little example like this is something that a lot of people don't think about, but really truly it caused me a lot of stress. because every time I have to come talk to my parents about money, oh, I got a job, I'm thinking, oh, if you say you have a job now, mate, trust me, it's supposed to be, oh, this is great. No, it's more like, oh, give us money. You're working down. You got a good job. You work at a nice bank. Give them more money. It's like, shit, man. So money actually wasn't a freedom, security, opportunity. So at my subconscious level, I started to say money with stress, man, responsibilities, apathy, guilt, scarcity. And that way I was like, yo, this money is not, it's not making sense. And that was a big problem, by the way. Big problem. So even though we know at the conscious level that these things are great, but fortunately, the subconscious mind, which takes control of pretty much 99% of our lives, is like, whoa, money, oh, more stress for you, Bruno? Responsibility? Nah, forget about this money. We're gonna make sure you never make that much money, because if you make money, guess what? It brings problem, basically. In a nutshell, it just brings problem. Are we together? Are you with me so far? Because that's actually a really serious thing, but I'm just here to help, man. But yeah, I'm here to help. And now I will prove it to you. And I have so many examples, but I'll just use this one here because it's something that happened to me recently. So I just a few months back, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna learn to trade. I'm actually I'm currently in a trade right now, and I'm actually, let me see if my trade is still running, if I haven't been hit at my stop loss. Oh yeah, it's still running. Yeah, I'm currently in a trade. I don't know how much you guys can see here, to be honest. Still currently, yeah, I'm on a trade right now, which is great. So I started trading gold, stock market and all that stuff. I mean, if you know about trading, it doesn't matter anyways. So this is what happened, guys, all right? I started trading and I thought, whoa, this is amazing. Amazing, because you can make so much money in trading, by the way. I don't know what you think of trading, but what I'm saying, you can make money, because a lot of you guys think you need to go ahead and start creating money. The money already exists. I'm just aligning myself to something that is already there. I'm gonna make tons of money from trading because it's there. I'm telling you, mark my words, lots of money from trading. So I started very nice, patient, you know, small trades. I was making money, my account was growing day by day, until it was like, oh shit, this is day 7, like a week. I'm like, shit, I have so much money. Dude, bear in mind, I've not made this much money in a few days ever in my life, because all I know is that you need to work freaking hard, you know, to make like a 1.5k in a week. Bro, that doesn't happen. At least in my world. My subconscious mind was like, whoa, Bruno, you're making money. Guess what you start doing? I didn't think like that, by the way. Stress, responsibility, apathy, guilt, scarcity. I didn't think like that at all. I thought, yeah, this is great. But for some damn reason, you know, within that, I hate that money. I was like, oh, this is great, this is good. I just got greedy. I was like, shit, I can make triple, double. And I started to risk everything. I was taking trades that didn't really follow my rules, that didn't have anything to do with me. I started taking. And next time you know, bruv, I went back to zero. Back to zero. I stopped trading for like 2 months. Took a good break because I was like, this is not normal. How can you make so much money in a few days, and then just within 2-3 days I gave it all back to the market? The whole money was gone. Dude, I don't know how much to say, but this is what I'm talking about. Everything was fine, but I felt like a fraud. Imagine going to my parents and say, yeah man, here's 1.5k. Oh, you made 1.5k. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's just been a few days, I'm just a week. Hey, my goodness, what's the stress here? My parents then would think, this guy makes 1.5k every week, so they'll expect 1.5k every week, which is, again, to me, it's like, oh, that's stress, because that's not what it means. So I started self-sabotaging myself in a way, really. That's what I'm trying to say. I just self-sabotaged myself, and my self-worth, really, the way I looked at it was like, 1.5k in a week, I'm not worth of it. I'm not worth of it. And so gave all that money back to the market, and that's it, really. It's sad, but Dude, it's sad, but freaking hell. How? The mind, bro, the mind. I'm telling you, man. The mind. Mm. Guess what? I thought, you know what, this is just in trade, isn't it? No, 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 no. This is my entire freaking life. I've been doing the same nonsense without noticing that I've been doing it. Here's some example. Work. You're good at what you do. You really are, really good. You know. Bruno, hey, amazing. Promotion, hey, I'll take it. Then I'll immediately start talking to 10 people. You start feeling like shit. I feel like a fraud. I didn't even do much. I don't deserve this, bro. Ooh, I don't deserve to be making this much money at work. I barely do anything. And a lot of people that are really high at their job, they feel like a fraud. You know how stupid that is, brother? Hey, God, please. Hey, let's carry on. Same thing. Making more money, it is a pure thing that they didn't plan. Yes, you start making money, you get promoted, now you have this, and all of a sudden, your lifestyle, like the month just goes, like 5K comes into account, but then at the month you're like borrowing money, getting credit cards. It didn't make sense, and you're gonna see a bit more about that in the next few slides. The same thing happened. You meet an amazing person, you know, things are great, but because you and your relationship in the past and your subconscious mind has this spectrum on how it looks at the relationship, you meet a nice, lovely lady or a nice, amazing guy who has it all. For some reason, you start finding reason like why you should push them away. Oh man, this guy is too nice. He's really lovely. He's funny. I don't like nice guys. Bro, you have to be tapped. There's no other way to say it. You must be crazy. You really need to think to yourself, how is it that you found like a very nice girl, really amazing woman, and you see the qualities, and for some reason, you find great excuses to push them away. Oh, she's too clingy, man. Oh, she's always texting me, man. But she has all these amazing things that you've been praying for, and then you just shoot them away. Man them, girl them, I'm telling you lot, you need to start thinking. Everything starts here. You know, this guy that has everything that you really love, but because of that one thing, you're gonna be like, nah, this is not my man. Hey, God, have mercy on us, please. And so many people are doing the same thing in many aspects of their life, but I'm just here to remind you that the subconscious mind, hey, your programmed mind is running so many broken programs within that you're not even noticing because you're paying too much attention to what? To the outside world. Hence why Romans 12:2. Do not be conformed by what you're looking at this nonsense out here. This is only less than 1%. 1%. But be transformed by the renewing your mind. Wake up, people, man. Hey, I'm just here, I'm just a messenger. But anyways, to put it all together, self-sabotage, okay? That's what we were doing. We do really well, we see this, we see that, we like, no, we don't worth it. Self-sabotage ourselves, relationship, work, whatever the case might be. Hey, now you know why. There's a lot of science behind it. If you get a chance to go and look into these studies, they're actually useful. It helps you understand that this is a real thing. It's not just me making things up because of the books. It's true. This is another one that talks about the way you think in your heart is how you're gonna be. So obviously, because the thinking is a minding thing, it's a mind. Guys, everything starts here. And so how you perceive the outside world is truly based on what's going on here. So please, you need to start really thinking about what's going on in your heart. Actually, in church, they mentioned this thing about the heart is your conscience, it's your will, it's your emotion. There's another one. But yeah, your heart, bro, it's your mind, it's your conscience, it's your will, it's your drive, it's everything. Bro, pay attention to your heart, I'm telling you. Okay, so how do we fix this? It's not difficult, but because you're a human being, and because you've been taught that for you to get past certain things, for you to make more money, for you to become this amazing person, you have to work really hard. I'll give you a quick example. Every time you ask someone, oh yeah, how did you become so wealthy, so rich? Every single motherfucker will tell you, man, bro, I went through hell in life. I suffered, I was homeless at the age of 16. It's like, bro. And then, I've eventually found my way. Like, that's literally the story that most people will tell you in a nutshell. Bro, you have to be like crazy to really believe that that's the case for everybody. You have to be insane for you to believe it, that that's the case. Bro, you don't have to become homeless for you to acquire the things you want to do in life. You don't have to go through hurdles and struggle. That's what society keep on telling us. Yeah, no, you don't. Hey, I'm telling you, you do not. You don't have to. So my point is, a lot of the things that you need to do here, it's actually not difficult. It just means you need to put some time, right? It just means you need to work through them. But you lot like things to be so hard. So when you try now, you're like, yeah, man, it's so tough, man. Like, it's like you need to struggle, you need to stop, you need to struggle. You don't need to struggle, man. Just do what needs to be done, man, and stop making it about struggling and not struggling, bro. It's not that, bro. Come on. Right. Because I have to use my own example here because, what we're thinking about here is a final memory, but remember how we're talking about, this is what we're trying to do, right? Remember our self-worth, the ceiling above our head. This is what we want above our head, but because, let me go back to show you guys. This is what we want, right? It's above our head, and that ceiling, there's self-worth, which means the way you look, perceive your worth in a way. Because that is something that has happened at a subconscious level, you actually have to sort of reprogram everything to kind of make sense. Hence why, wherever the situation might be for you, let's use a relationship and say, like, if you're someone who's been struggling, to have a relationship, or anything of that nature, you really need to start looking back in your early memories. If you're someone who's been struggling to make money, it's the same thing. You have to look back at the things that had happened many, many years ago when you were kind of young, And I have like a worksheet that helps you go through that, but that's not the point. You really need to look back, and because your subconscious mind doesn't know about like what's true or not even what's true. Yeah, it was true, it was not true. It doesn't really know about anything except what you write. It only cares about emotions, right? Intensified emotion, for example, or observation that are intense. And that's how you register things, either through observation or experiencing, right? So because you've experienced or you've observed, and you have this very intense emotional observations or experience in life, that's what you need to go back and somehow change those negative aspects of your life to a positive one. And to do that, you really need to first of all think about this, making sure you can get good memories of what has happened at your earlier life. And then second step, you need to actually get yourself into a relaxed state of mind, okay? And that's where you really truly, sounds silly, but again, like I said, you guys are human beings, your life needs to be difficult, and you have to get yourself relaxed, think about the things that has happened, or the stress, or the drama, or the nonsense that has happened in your life, or at least in the case, for the bits you want to kind of change, reprogram, and you just need to change it. If some shit happened this way, that was very negative, right? If you were seeing like your family is just they're having big problem with money, so you have to close your eyes, get yourself in a relaxed position, like really relaxed state of mind. And then that's where you change the way, okay, my parents were arguing about money here and then, but you change that to a positive scenario where they were not arguing, they were so happy for every little thing that they had. I get them 1.5K, they were like, great, very thankful for it. They didn't ask, it didn't bring stress. They're like, you know what, if you could do that again sometime in the future, it'd be great. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But they were just like, you need to change the state of the negative state to a positive state. That's the only way that your subconscious mind, and you're gonna feel it as well, by the way. When you have like state, you think about it, your mind will start, oh, okay, this is what we got. Okay, this is what's going on. Trust me, your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between a real memory and an imagined one. Hence why imagination is a powerful thing. So just do that. And of course, another step is to have a word, or this is what I say, by the way, to myself. But you can basically find like a sentence, you know, that every time you go through this scenario and then you see it happening or manifesting in life or whatever the case might be, just say, you know, I knew this was going to happen. Oh yeah, I knew this all along. Something like that. And repeating that is just a little trigger to help you, you know, remember that, okay, this is something that you knew it was going to happen anyways, and you believed it. So, and you just repeat that throughout the day. I know it's going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. Okay, every little thing that's happening, yeah, I knew it was going to happen. Oh wow, well done, you got promoted. Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. Oh really? I mean, of course I knew it was going to happen. Oh, nice car. Yeah, I told you I was going to get this car. Oh, like really know it, okay? It's simple, but yeah, anyways. I want you to pretty much rate yourself right now. You know, where are you now? And it's okay. There's no right or wrong answer here. Just get an idea, and then this is conviction, which plays a big part in the self-worth. Self-worth. Hence, I said I knew it was going to happen, and people may ask you a question. Oh yeah, well done. Well, that's in your promotion, and you're like, yeah, I knew it was going to happen. That's conviction. That's you knowing. That's you like, yeah. That's not you fake until you make it. You knew, you feel it. You knew it was going to happen regardless. You get me? Nice one. Vote yourself. Don't make it. But the closer you are to conviction, the better. And it's also about getting yourself there. Doesn't happen overnight. Just in case. And a good example of conviction is anytime you walk in a room, you just walk in and it's thick and dark and you turn the lights on, boom, it goes on. You knew it was going to happen. There was no, oh, what if the light doesn't turn on? No, you knew it was going to happen, especially in your room. You walk in, you not put lights on, mate, that's conviction for you, mate. That's what you want to get to in your life, conviction. Right, okay. Right, this is just a quick last few things I want to mention, because everything that we need already exists within this universe, you know, this world that we live in, because God has made it possible. Even the prayer that Jesus taught us, heaven and earth, you know, on earth as it is in heaven, you get it? On earth as it is in heaven, as above as below, no? Anyways, nothing in this universe is out of your league, it's merely just out of your frequency, okay? And this is a good example. I love this verse from the book of Matthew. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it in a bowl. People do not light a lamp and put it in the bowl. Do you guys know why? Think about it. If you light a lamp and you put it in a bowl, it won't give light to the entire room. Instead, they put it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in their house. So, please, I beg you, in the same way, let your light shine before others. Let them see this beautiful creature that God has created, that they might see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. That's a verse you should read every day, just to remind you that everything that you do, your self-worth is this high because God has given you all this talent, all this gift, all this for you to put it out there to the world. If you're a great developer, if you're great at talking to people, if you're a great teacher, if you're a great engineer, if you're great at anything, let the world see it. And when they say, gosh, you're really good at this, like, yes, it's not me, it's my Father in heaven. Do you get it? We all have so many talents, so many gifts. We are talented people. So don't dim your light for anyone. Do not let your light shine so others can see the work the Father has done. And yeah, this is just a clarification of what I just said. And raising the ceiling, specifically, we're talking about the lamp, making sure you shine. No more imposter syndrome, please. Quick example, this is me. A few months back, nearly a few years, nearly a year now. But I had so much debt. For some reason, for someone who worked in a nice, top three bank in the UK, the biggest bank I should say. Great salary, great benefits, and for some reason I was still 20k in debt. See, the stress for money, I end up just self-sabotaging myself. Got myself in debt for no reason. I don't know why I was in debt. No, I didn't buy a Lamborghini, I didn't buy no cars. I was just in debt, self-sabotaging myself each and every time. Boom, there you go. But yes, thank God I cleared that. I cleared that. I wasn't really a runner, but I signed up for a runner because I decided, you know what, I can do anything because the light that God has given me, I wanted to put out there for other people so they can see. So I signed up and I went to run a half marathon for the first time, and I got 1 hour and 50 minutes. It's impressive. And so I won't be hiding, or I won't be dimming my light. I'll let people know this is not my work, but the Godfather. He gave me 2 bloody legs. So I ran for 1 hour and 50, and I got a really good pace as well, 5:12. That was an amazing pace, anyways, in kilometers. And so before anything else, I just left my 6 years corporate job and I started coaching and running events here in Manchester, helping people see that the thing that they want, the thing that they need, the thing that they are, is already within them. And Jesus has said this to us. It's not outside, by the way. What you're looking for is within. Jesus says, I'm paraphrasing here, the kingdom of God lives within you. So do not be thinking what you need to sort your life is out there on that 0.0035% of what we see. It's not. It's within. Just so you know. So it's not about you working really, really hard. It's about you raising your self-worth, your ceiling. Alright? Okie dokie. Now, here are a few ways you can actually go deep into that. Number one, it would be great if you could subscribe, like, and I will post a video like this each and every week. Second, if you're in Manchester, I run these events every 2 weeks. Come through, come talk to me in person. Come on, you get to hear all this in person. You can't beat that. And then, of course, I do one-to-one work with people. I have different programs. Just DM me, message me on baszo and the UK. You know, drop me a message. Let's work one-on-one. Let's raise your ceiling or help you see. And you can book your first meeting right now on baszo.co.uk, and we get to talk. You know what I mean? If you're in the UK, or even better, we can meet up in person. Happy to do it that way. So guys, please remember, your self-worth is your real ceiling. Raise it. And with that said, please take care of yourselves. Remember, the kingdom of God already exists and lives within you. And so don't stress too much. Instead, just go and take it easy, alright? You guys take care. Catch you later. Peace.